Hi Stampers, Sharon Brown here. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Easter card with Stampin' Up! Products. For today's card, you're going to need a piece of cardstock at 8.5 by 5.5, a piece at 3.25 by 4.5, and a piece at 2.25 by 3.5. For today, I'm going to be using Blushing Bride cardstock by Stampin' Up! Next, you're going to need some Whisper white paper. You're going to need a piece at 4 by 5.25, 3 by 4.25, and 2 by 3.25. What we're going to do is a 3-layer stamp that is going to allow you to have this beautiful technique. So let's go ahead and get started. With your 3 pieces of Whisper White, you are going to want to take a tiny bit of adhesive, put it on, and make sure that you get rid of some of the tackiness. Okay, get my tape to go. Here we go. Get rid of some of the stickiness, and then you are going to center it on your next piece, just like that. Why I'm getting rid of some of the tackiness is because I'm going to want to be able to remove it in order to layer it with my Blushing Bride cardstock. So again, we will layer this piece because we are going to stamp all 3 layers together at the same time. The stamps I've chosen to use are Happy Easter from the Delightful Dozen. From the Flowering Flourishes, we're going to use this stamp right here. And then finally, from Petal Parade, this beautiful flower here. So I have gone ahead and already mounted my stamps, and the first thing I want to do is stamp my sentiment, which is Happy Easter. I am putting that on the center card piece of Whisper White. From there, we'll go ahead and go to the lighter color, which is our Blushing Bride. With the larger stamps like this, it's much easier, I find, to go ahead and use your stamp pad on top of the stamp itself. From here, you're going to want many times to try to hit all 3 layers. So we're going to go ahead and just start stamping. This is going to allow us to have a beautiful background in a lighter color that is going to match our cardstock. So let's just go ahead, and I like to hit it about 4 times. Sometimes you can hit it a 5th time, depending on what looks good to you. I bet already you can start to see how this card is going to take shape. How's that? From here, let's go ahead and take our flower from Petal Parade. This is going to be done in rich raspberry, just like our Happy Easter sentiment. Quite often, I will go ahead and stamp in either 3s or 6s, just to give it a slightly different focal point. Now you can see how it's leaving a gap here between, but don't worry, that'll all get taken care of when we mat. And let's see, we'll put one here, and let's see, maybe one more here, and one more down here. And again, some of them do not hit all 3 pieces of paper, but that's okay. Next, we can go ahead and take our Blushing Bride cardstock, and we can go ahead and fold the first piece to make our base sheet. Go ahead and use my bone folder to give it a nice solid crease. Okay. Now, remember I said I'm going to want to take these apart, just like this. We'll go ahead and add some additional adhesive. You can use whatever you would like. I prefer the snail. And then we will go ahead and attach it to our first matte piece. Just center it best you can. And there's your first piece. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the second piece. Alright, now one thing to be careful of, when you go to attach these, you want to pay attention to which direction you have it. In this case, it looks like I did pretty good both directions, but you want to make sure, if I go this way, you'll see that it doesn't quite line up flower-wise, unless I had it off-center, which you do not want. So just make sure that you are having a continuous flow of your pattern from one sheet to the next. Let's go ahead and put some adhesive on this and put it together. Then we'll go ahead and put it on our final printed piece. Alright, and see how that all came together. Now we'll go ahead and mount this to our actual card. It's really a very easy process, and it looks like you've spent so much time. Go ahead, put it on, and look what I just noticed. I did not put this on correctly. So we're going to have, before it all sets, let's go ahead and fix this. I did exactly what I told you guys not to do, but this gives me an opportunity to show you that you can still have some wiggle room. There, we're lining up those flowers. That's better. Now they continue off from all sheets. Then we will remount this onto our base stock, and there you have it. What a beautiful Easter card to give to family and friends. Thank you for stopping by, and happy stamping.